Well, good evening, everybody, and thank you for watching the PPP plays. So, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be so much in a hurry to get rid of that. Welcome, everybody. I hope that you all had a good weekend, and for those of you on the East Coast, I hope that you're thawing out. Hold on a minute here. Why is that asking me to do that? All right. Well, hello. Catching up on everybody. Taking a look at the chat here real quick. Yeah, I guess it's supposed to only show up when I'm done with the stream, Nate. But yeah, so be it. Katie, I'm holding up all right. It's been a few days. Yeah. Looking forward to looking forward's the wrong word. I'm at the beginning of a short week, right? So with yesterday's being yesterday being a travel day for me, it's a short week, but I've got an episode to record on Galadriel and Celeborn in a couple of days. Everything's all good. Everything is fine. That's right. Just no fire behind me, please. That's the one place that can't catch fire. I will be fine. I will be fine. Yeah. No, I'll be fine. I'll be good. I just want to start getting into the new season of Drive to Survive coming out in about 3 weeks. The new season of Formula One is going to be starting soon. They had this crazy closed testing in Barcelona last week that, there was no information on it. All my favorite podcast was like, well, we're trying. We go to a hill to look over the track and the guards say the circuit owns the hill. No, it doesn't. That's a lie. So that's going to be good. Looking forward to the Super Bowl next week, just because I'm always interested in the ads. I'm less interested in the football. Yeah. Dan of the Rings, thank you. I'm so glad you like those episode titles. That was one of my favorite like sets of titles. That and the Firefly references in the Mount Doom chapter, I think, were my two favorites. Nate, I don't have time really to have. I only listen to really two other podcasts, and one of them is the Race F1 podcast, and that's the one I listen to, when I can. So, yeah, those were some fun episode titles. And for those of you who don't follow us on social media, hey, wish my former co-host and current good friend Sean Marchese, the Lord of the Mark, a very happy birthday. That was on Sunday. So, Hassel, I believe it's Bad Bunny, and I only know that because it was in the news. Good evening, Gazette J. We have a link to the bingo. Oh, I see it. And because I mentioned Formula One, that's why. All right. Well, of course Katie would do that. I mean, she's going to, have every opportunity she can to do something to give me a hard time. I actually really do like the Race F1 podcast. Hassel, I used to listen to about 3 or 4. F1 has an official one that's pretty good, but it's an official one. So it's really, you only get what F1 wants you to get on that one. So I like the Race F1 podcast. It's a bunch of former writers from like Autosport magazine. I mean, these are longtime journalists who know their stuff. Even Katie, even if I'm a freaking Ferrari girl now, apparently. Well, that's too bad. I'm sorry about that. You'll have to have as much hopium as I do as a Raiders fan for football. So, yeah. And that's bingo. I win. Y'all are playing for second place now. Second place is a set of steak knives. First place is a Cadillac. Everybody else gets fired. Oh, I'm going to get in so much trouble for that, for playing bingo and cheating at it by doing that. Yeah. Talked about racing, yawned, mentioned Sean, teased Katie, and football talk. Ba-boom. That's right. Anyway, now that I have won, do you have any questions? Anything going on in the Tolkien world uh, that you want to talk about? Anything that you are looking forward to? Anything coming up that you're interested in? Shoot it out here in chat. I'm actually not seeing the chat move very much. Oh, my chat overlay froze, so I'm going to turn that back on because apparently I got all sorts of yeah, huh? How weird. Why is it frozen for me on? That's odd. All right. Well, for some reason, uh, did I just cheat? I did, Katie. I did. I won. I won. And no, I yawned to actually get the bingo. Hassle Alan cheating like how many? That's right. That's right. I got a little flexible DRS. Katie, thank you for posting in this chat because for some reason the chat overlay is not working. It's not keeping up. And I don't want to refresh because that might break the stream, and that would give people a free square on bingo. Who in Middle Earth would be the best race car driver? Probably Legolas of the Fellowship. That would be my guess. Seth, hey. Let's see what are some of the other questions. Katie's just all I'm seeing is all caps, so I know that's Katie. Wow, did you just cheat? Set a good example. Did you just give me crap to get bingo? Well, yeah, I call that a win-win. I get to give you crap and I win bingo. What is going on in the Tolkien world? I don't really know, but I'm going to just hide the chat overlay now. So this is Giant Head Allen because apparently the chat overlay isn't working today. That does not count as a broken stream for those of you playing bingo. We'll try it again later and see if that works. Who would be the best jockey, though? Well, a hobbit, clearly. Well, yeah, a hobbit would clearly be. Mm-hmm. Or Birgil. Baragon's son, I'm sure would actually do quite well. Was it working for you, Nate? Thank you for telling me that. It's not working for me, so maybe it's working for everybody else. Yeah, I'll leave it up then in the hopes that it's working for everybody. It's just not working for me. I'm stuck on Hassel's That's 3 squares for me already, which is quite some time ago. So, but hopefully it's working for all of you because it isn't for me. Anything going on in the Tolkien world? The only thing I've seen recently, and I guess should still probably call this Tolkien adjacent, was a teaser about season 3 of The Rings of Power. I also have heard through the rumor mill that there will not be a Super Bowl commercial. I don't believe there was one for season 2 either. I think the only time they did that Super Bowl ad was season 1. So, Seth, you're probably right. So it'd have to be a Rohirrim child or a Rohirrim, small. I mean, because you see these jockeys, they're like tiny. And I think of the Rohirrim as big, tall. So, yeah. But I agree in theory. Actually, maybe well, they're not in Middle Earth. They're in Valinor. I was thinking of like Nessa or somebody like that who, would probably be, super lightweight and just would ride that horse like the wind. Yeah. Yeah, Nate, that was the thing. It was a company called oh shoot, I don't remember. I would know it if I heard it. It's like a 3-letter something or other. Actually, hold on. I can find out because it was in the Tolkien creators chat on WhatsApp earlier today. DNEG. DNEG was the company, and they'd done some of the effects previously. So if they're working on it, then that's good. A serious question. Hassel, you rarely have serious questions, but all right. Black speech devised by Sauron. What did the orcs during the First Age speak? That's a very good question because Westron would not have existed yet. I would imagine a language that we don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. That's actually a really hard question. I'm going to have to think about that. Wink, wink, bingo people. Yeah, I saw about that, Seth. The Brandon Sanderson deal with Apple TV. I tell you what, Apple's serious. And I tell you, I there's part of me that kind of wishes they'd gotten the license because, like, I'm watching Foundation, which they've put out 3 seasons of Foundation, and while it is very very far from the books, it is a really high quality adaptation. It's just a different story, right? I mean, they're just not telling the same story as the books, but they're telling it so well, and it would be really, I think Apple does a good job of just their shows don't get marketed well. I don't know how they're succeeding, but yeah, very, very good. Ooh, a palate cleanser from Torn Tuesday. Oh, Durin, how bad was it? Oh, it might have been. Was it about Rings of Power? Nate, yeah, the Tolkien Creators Chat. Actually, that's one thing I can thank Amazon for. They put us all in a WhatsApp group. Those of us who went to the 22 trip to London, and we've just kept it rolling. It stays pretty inactive, I got to tell you. I mean, we don't really chat much about it, but it's every once in a while. Oathbringer. I love the name of that. Like that sounds like the killer sword or something. A big, like a 1.5 hand bastard sword in D&D. It must be called Oathbringer. It would be a paladin sword, of course. Ah. Yeah. So if you think I'm gonna spend mithril coins tonight, well, the problem is, of course, I'm going to spend mithril coins, and of course, I'm going to do rain of arrows. But I'm lazy, so I'm not going to pick up any books or show off any swag. How's that? Ooh, fan casting for Unforg. You will not find fan casting here. Oh man, no wonder you need a palate cleanser. Fan casting. Whoa! Don't worry, Katie. I've actually closed that bingo window, so now I won't even know what's up there. Good stuff. I do know, though, that if I talk for another minute, it'll help some of you out. And then I'll stop thinking about that. I decided, by the way, to do this, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. I was like, you know what? I'm going to win bingo on Tuesday. Yeah. Some folks do enjoy the fan casting. I don't know enough actors to do anything fan casting, it just isn't going to work for me. Yeah. I apologize, by the way, for those of you who follow regularly, that I've had to miss 2 Saturdays in a row. I'd had a trip scheduled, and then that trip got postponed to the following week. So it was a last minute thing. So I ended up not doing the one 2 weeks ago, but then obviously it was gone this last weekend. But I will be back this Saturday. So you'll get a few in a row here for a little while. At least I should. Son's got football stuff going on. He's in 8th grade, but he's already got speed training and 7-on-7 drills with one of the coaches of the freshman football team in February of his 8th grade year. Football doesn't start till August officially, but yeah, I did, Nate. I did. Yeah. All right. Well, guess what? It's 6:15. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull up that. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the chat because, of course, we want to make the other image really nice and big, not the one that you're currently looking at. I am sorry for that. And here we go. Oops. Try that again. Hello. All right. As usual, any chat that you have, feel free to drop it in, and Katie will get it to me. You're going to have to wait one more second because I forgot my headphones. Be right back. All right. All right. Let me get these plugged in. All right. Seth, I'm so glad you were here, by the way. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to catch you again another time. Or let's see, should I use this voice?
Hope to catch you again another time, Seth.
Maybe that'll help you win bingo on the way out the door. All right. Let's turn on the audio. There we go. I had a busy weekend. Any weekend you survive is a good weekend, so I suppose so. Hey, Chewy. I'll be back. I heard that in the Arnold voice, Seth. So I hope that was your intent. Oh, I'm still crying because of this. That was so good. Oh, I don't have my VIP thing either. Get a silver gift. XP boost. Silver winter gift. Alpine snowman. Maybe I'll use that later today. The experience thing. An alpine snowman. I'll have to put that into my inventory at some point when I actually have access to it remotely. What a absolutely brutal but amazing story this was. Little Hilbern here. Just watched Theodore die. He just died in my arms tonight. It must have been something the orc did. Okay. I don't think I need anything. No, I'm not going to go back to Dunlin anytime soon, so let's cancel those. I'm not going to go back, but I won't cancel that. Yeah, someday I will go back and finish that Relic and Nala Doom. Just so I can say I did it, but yeah, not today. There will come a day. Is there anything else here? Yeah, the Battle of Dolbaran, testing our strength. The Gap of Rohan Isendale, defeat goblins, collect Rohirrim belongings, and collapse the cave entrance. Okay, so if I select all of those, let's take a look and see where we're at. Nate, that's a great plugin. I'm gonna have to do that one. Congratulations on the bingo, Dan. There's your steak knives. All right. You don't believe me what, Katie? What did I say? Oh, you don't believe Dan for bingo? I do. All right. Let's take a look at the map. So the epic quest that we have to do is over there to our east to our west in Isendale. The Battle of Dol Baran is just to the south. Debts and Axes is kind of on our way. Seal the Path is also apparently on the way. But Scouting the Way and Sentries of the White Hand are not. But we'll catch those later. So let's do let's go do the Battle of Dol Baran, and then we'll come back over here and seal the path. That's, I think, that cave that didn't. Yeah, that's the cave that we couldn't figure out last time. So let's close out of this, and we'll set defeat Dunlending Warriors as our quest guide focus. Oh, I don't believe me going back to play a quest. I will for the epics. I will for the epics. All right, let's see. Also, I want to turn on track mines because I still need a lot of stuff. So it looks like somehow I think I need to go up to this up there. So how do I get there? Okay. Yeah, it's up there. So do I go up in here and turn right? No, because that's a Rohirrim place. That's where I just was, isn't it? Oh, maybe it's up here. That's it. Okay. Yeah, I think I come up here. No. Yeah, I have to go up. But how do I get up to the top of the Heathfells? Like, I can't go around that way. It's clearly up there. But you know how this game is. I can't climb that. No matter how many points I put into rock climbing, they will not let me climb that. All right, well. Maybe that's just too bad. And oh, I see. It's up this way. Okay, perfect. All right, so we need to defeat Dunlending warriors. I'll just ignore the archer who's clearly ignoring me. Ooh, Calenard's guard. And another warrior. We can't go over the mountain. You should go under it. My cousin Balin would give us a royal welcome. Hey, over there. Thump. A terrain map. That would be very useful. Ah, the top of the Heathfells. Dunlending Raider. Dunlending Raider. I want the warriors. Oh, I see. Now I'm in the right area, and it is all of them. Okay. All the purple. Oh, this is like a dynamic battle going on over here. Rain of arrows. Oh, there's no enemies anymore. Over here. Yeah, there we go. I see how this works. So apparently this is where I should have come. This should be no problem to kill 12 people up here. They just keep throwing themselves at me. Can hardly help but kill 12 people. All right, so this one's done. Oh no, it's not because it doesn't count as killing him. Interesting. All right. That does. All right, so then we want to set seal the path. Oh wait, there's somebody here who has a quest for us. Theon. Well fought out there. I fear these attacks are a prelude. Be on your guard. Bravely fallen. Rescue injured Rohirrim. And douse the burning fortifications. All right. How's chat going over here, by the way? That still only counts as one. Are you kidding me? I just put out that fire. All right. I rescue him only for him to die. That would be sad. I thought I saw one over here. Ah, there he is. Come on. Come on, you. Get up. Why can't I rescue him? Oh, I have to escort that guy. It's an escort mission. Otherwise, he indeed will die. We can't have that. Could you jog? Is your injury to your legs, sir? Why are you walking like Sarah Oakhart? Good heavens, man. And I got to do that 4 times? Let's put out the fire over here, by the way. These things catch on fire right after I put them out. Seriously, got to walk them all the way back to Fayarn. Thank you. Okay. It's too close for comfort because you're slow. Does that count as sassing an NPC? You're a sight for sore eyes, and no mistake. Well, you're a slow person. Yeah, must go faster. Barely faster than Sarah, Katie. I mean, this guy's a full-blown warrior, and he's like, yeah, I'll just take my time. This hurts a great deal more than it looks. Okay, well, here's the problem. Now we got a bunch of them over here. That's what Rain of Arrows is for, though. I was an adventurer once until I took an arrow to the knee. It's true. Till I took the ground to my collarbone. Game, I thought I would die out here. You will if you don't jog. Come on. My thanks, friend. I thought I was done for. Want to read a book? Your kind is not welcome here, Devodiad. Neither is your kind, sir. Okay, come on, injured Rohirrim. While you're doing that, let's put out the last of the fires. I still need to find or rescue how many more? I think one more after this. Oh my goodness, he is slow. Okay. Ooh, I completed a deed for using the skill focus. I can still fight a bit. Good. Can you walk? I don't know that I would have agreed to save these 4 guys if they were this. If I knew they were going to be this slow. I want to move on and collapse that cave entrance. All right. Bravely Fallen and Minding the Forts. What, he's got more? Complete the Battle of Dol Baran. Okay. Are you ready? Sure. Oh, it's an instance.
On the Rohirrim, holding Dol Baran, hoping to dislodge them from the height. But the Horse Lords are prepared to defend their position with their lives.
Woo! I'll set a trap for you. Oh, it didn't kill him. Bravely, bravely fallen. They bravely ran away. Bravely we fight on and on, but there is no one to fight. Oh, destroy Dunlending banners. Okay, so I got to go out and destroy banners. There's one. I was like, why are we not killing people? That should be straightforward. Just find 2 more banners. Woof. That goes up and what they do, douse that thing in gasoline? That is the most flammable banner ever. I think the Rohirrim can handle themselves, right? I don't need to go back over there. Oh, fine. I'll help you because you're complaining about it. I'll help you. All right, there we go. Deed completed. Where's that other banner? Oh, I guess I better go help Grimbold. Oh, I think he's fine. I just got to figure out where that 4th banner is. Oh, there it is. All right. Oh, come on now. All right. Does the chieftain show up now? Or do I still have to look for him? All right. All right. Well, that's what Pastor Defoe. Oh, there he is. Never mind. Woo! Now just defend Grimbold. Though I don't see how. Yeah, you've driven back to Dunlendings. Woo! Well fought. It is a grim night. But all right. Seed to the dead atop Dol Baran. All right. Your willingness to abandon your comrades. The day is ours, yes, but at a cost. We must see to the honor of our fallen comrades. And we shall do so slowly. For them a parley. But I don't. Wait. What is that unearthly chill? Some dread apparition is upon us. Beware. Oh my goodness. Servant of the enemy, stand fast. Put down your weapons, fools. Were I here for you, they would avail you not. But the living are of no import to me. I am here to claim the fallen. The men of Rohan shall not be yours. Enough. You may waste your time in this. Wow, okay. Woo! That was creepy. Okay. This is interesting. Remember, this is the hill on top of which Pippin looked in the Palantir. So the idea of the Nazgul already being familiar with the location is interesting. Nothing here is really worth anything to me. So, all right, find some sign of Ondor. What? The Pit of Iron. Fine. Oh, it's all the way over there? You forget about that. All right, I'm going to go seal the path. Celebrimbor was the most flammable banner ever. Was he on fire though? He was the holiest banner ever. Ta-dum, dum. Okay, so we want to basically get to the road and hang a left. Oh, heavy birch branches. And birch branches. I do still need that, don't I? I do. Wait, no, I do not. I only need the Westfold ore. So I only need the scarn. I can skip the wood. Nevertheless, they will not have need of wood. I'm just going to swing right on by. You don't mind, do you? Okay. Trying to move quickly here. Ooh, a rich Kalinard scar deposit. Don't have to invite me twice. Don't have resource nodes. Oh, these pathetic goblins. I'll accept it, but I'm probably not going to do anything with it. Oh, collect. Okay. This is fine. We want to kill goblins in the Eisendale. And we need to kill 8 of them. which should prove relatively easy. I love how they drop the trap, the little explosive thing, like on their own heads. They're really smart, these goblins. Okay, so now I think was it up in here? Where's that cave entrance? Thought it was up here. Oh, I think I have to go further up. That's right. All right. Weakened cavern ceiling. Collapse that entrance. Collapse the cave entrance. Great. Okay. So now we are going to talk to Arduin at Fourth Brond to turn in all three of those. So, spetting Mithril. Debts and axes.
I hope we will find aid in time.
Orders and
I hope we will
questions.
find aid in time.
Seal the
Time
path.
is short. So is hope.
Ooh, and so is hope. All right, now we get new ones from him.
Ride into a danger that we cannot hope to overcome.
Patrol the valley to the west. Maybe. Defeat Dunlendings in the Eisendale. And find the item at the first patrol point. I don't know. They're lower level quests now. I'm going to be 77. Those are going to be green quests at the next time I. So I'm just going to cancel those. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Arduin. I know what you have is important, but I'm just going to stick with the epic for now at this point. In fact, yeah, let's just do that. So defeat wargs at Athdar. So that's over in Eisendale. It doesn't appear that there is a stable over there. So there's not, that must not be a friendly place. So we're just going to have to go over there, get the job done. Hassel asks, what sci-fi shows would I like to do a crossover? You mean like a LotRO crossover? Like, I don't know, crossover with what? Like with Middle Earth or? Oh, I broke ankles, by the way. Kaladard Skarn. We're going to get to 77 here pretty quick, which will be nice. I think there might be some jewelry at 77 that I want. I'll have to take a look. I have to go back to my jeweler and see what I can make him. Broken ankles are just a hazard of LotRO. It's a backpack. That's just a thing to loot. Sure enough. Ooh, black wargs. Oh yeah, I'm just supposed to defeat 4 wargs here. That should be easy. There's 2. Three and 4. Investigate the flash of gold on the western side. Ooh, a rich Kalinard's card. All right, so we got to keep defeating wargs just to survive, and then investigate the flash of gold. You know what? I don't want to go track it down. It might be hard to find, so I'm just going to go boom. This member of the Dragluth was slain by a sword stroke. Pieces of gold trail from his clenched fingers. You pick them up and look at them curiously. As you straighten up, you see another glint of gold from the west, where two trails meet. That is not it. There is no way I would have seen a glint of gold from that far away, by the way. Two sci-fi shows and books crossing over each other like Battlestar Galactica and Firefly. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Something with The Expanse, but then there's not going to be a lot. Most sci-fi stuff can't deal with sort of the hard nature of that. Maybe Foundation. No. I mean, those are my two favorites. They wouldn't blend well. Man, I keep looking for gold. Got a quest item. Science of the reflected mess of gold. It's not a bad choice, Hassel. Doctor Who and Foundation. Allured Dragluth warrior. Man, I'm chasing the gold everywhere. Oh, there's person over here. Okay. Oh, that's for Grun. So let me turn this quest item into him.
I hope we will find aid in time.
Okay, so now I got to find this piece of gold. Wait a minute. Strange sigil. While searching among the remnants of a burned-out Dunlending hut, you discovered a strange sigil. You should bring it to Garun. I will, but only after I look at the other gold, which I should be like pretty much right on top of. Oh, it's Nona! Hello, Nona. Your suspicion was correct. I am pleased you still live. You must have heard rumor of me. I have truly become Wadu's ghost, and the Gap of Rohan is my haunt. I have made use of the bribing gold we recovered in Caraglin, Hilbern. I find warriors who have sworn allegiance to Saruman, and I leave piles of coins for them to discover. When they pick them up, I fall upon them and claim my vengeance. I have thinned the outliers of the army that gathers in Wolf's Cleft, but it is not yet enough to pay for the death of my brother. Wadu's ghost still hungers for the blood of those who serve Saruman and kill in the name of the traitor wizard. She will have her fill. Well.
Why did you search for me? If not to join in my vengeance.
Hold on. Perks. Give me accelerated. Perfect. Okay. Oh, we've got a travel to Nanook in Enidwaith. Oh, I should read this. I'm sorry. I'm reading it to see what's going on, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not reading it out loud. You did not seek me out to join me in my vengeance. Why then did you search for me? Nona listens attentively to your account of your troubling dream. When you finish, she nods sagely. Dreams of this sort have meaning, Hilbern. My people know this well. Great harm has befallen those who ignore the warnings of dreams such as this. I will go with you to see this elf queen. Let us return first to my home of LotRO. I must bid farewell to my father Suvok before we begin such a journey. In Enedwythe. All right, go ahead and cancel the Pit of Iron because I'm not going to go there because we're about to leave the area. I'll talk to Gudrun at some other point and turn that in. But let's go ahead and travel to Lanuk and Enedwythe. Where's Wadu? Nona searched the village but found no sign of her father.
I cannot find my father anywhere in the village.
Before Wadu was slain, Suvok used to go to the pool of the king to listen to the water and think. Perhaps he is there now. Let us look for him there. The pool of the king is northwest of the village. Well, then let's go. She's not going. Apparently, it's up to me. I love how I can just walk by the wargs. They don't bother me now. Wadu is definitely dead. Don't know about Wado. Tips on reading it. Ooh. I'm going to let the Beowulf experts answer this one. Oh, hey, look. There's another one of the dwarf makers. Dwarf markers, I mean. I only have one more to do. Oh, and it's in Thorin's Hall. Oh, that should be easy.
Nona has
told me what you plan to do and why. I will not keep you from this journey, Hilbern the River Hobbit. Dreams have power. All the Algraig know this. We ignore their warnings at our peril. I wish to speak further with my daughter. Search through the pottery fragments that surround this pool for something she can bring with her on this journey to remind her of Suvok. Sometimes things of value catch on the sides of the pool. Old things, shiny things, pretty things. Busy yourself with this task while I speak with my daughter.
I do not know what awaits us in the land of the elf.
Are we going to get to go see Galadriel? Yeah, Katie, whatever Verlin recommends for sure. Did you find something? Ah, you did. Suvok takes the beryl from you and holds it up to the light. I do not know how long this rested on the bottom of the pool, Hilbern, or what caused it to drift to the bank and catch on the stones. But it did, and in that, it is like my Nona, and like you. You are moved by forces a simple man like Suvok does not understand. He does not presume to know what he will be on the morrow. The stone is pretty. Nona, my daughter, wear it in distant lands, and look on it and think of Suvok. Wield that sword of the horse lords, and think of your brother Wadu. You will be far away, but you will be near too, close by in heart, and close by in thought. Ah, Suvok's way is the way of battle, not the way of words. He has said enough. Oh, I see. And then we get some food. I'm going to look for whatever one gives us agility. There we go. Bacon wrapped flapjacks. That also sounds like the tastiest, frankly.
I do not believe.
You have little time to delay. You must ride swiftly, for you have a long journey ahead of you. And we will travel to Talan Haldir. All right. Did you hear the clear voice of Nimrodel sighing among the hurrying waters? Yes, I heard her say. I heard her speaking in the Sylvan language, and none of us can understand her because we all speak Sindar. All right, am I back? Don't know what happened. That was a weird one. That wasn't me losing the game like I usually do. That was me losing the entire stream. Everything went away. Let me get my camera back on as well. Anyway, do make sure. Are you able to see and hear me now? Testing 1, 2. Now I'm a little worried because it's not saying the stream is lost. It's saying that it's running, but I'm not seeing anything in chat moving. I see an end stream button, but I don't want to end the stream. Okay, confirming game, video, audio. Okay, good. All right. Good. Good. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what happened in that particular instance. Let me go back and reread this. Also, let me see what's going on with chat. My orders forbid me from letting unfamiliar folk into Lorien. This Dunlending girl who accompanies you cannot enter the wood. You try to explain to Haldir the reason you have brought Nona all the way to Lothlorien, but he remains unconvinced. This dream of yours could mean something, but even if it does not excuse me from my duty. Since I know you, Hilbern, I will allow her to enter with you, but she must be blindfolded. This point is not negotiable. If you're ready to accept this, come with me. Anybody need the square Alan makes an innuendo?
I have the blindfold right here.
If the Dunlending girl will wear it without complaint, I will bring you to see the Lady Galadriel.
This Dunlending girl.
Now I'm not getting any chat either.
Secret ways into Lothlorien. I must buy
Not just shown on stream. Ah, okay. So now that's the only place I'm getting chat. So I have to actually have that up just to see what's going on. Yeah, actually, Hassel, most of the places in Numenor were all named after, were all named with Quenya. Yeah, I had to pull it up on the side because I couldn't see in my chat thing. I couldn't see it. But yeah, sorry. It's the only way for me to see the chat now is to have it pulled up on the overlay because for some reason it stopped in the yeah, it totally stopped over there. Weird. Back on I saw and let him know. And that's it. So, all right. Guide your friend well, for I will not be responsible for any injuries she suffers while blindfolded. This is the law of the Golden Wood. No out secret trails of Lothlorien. It is out of respect for you, Hilbern, that I permit even this. Follow me with care. You have seen many distant places, Hilbern. Can any compare with the Golden Wood? Also, thank you that you're not walking, Haldir. I appreciate that you're fast. These are dangerous times, and I fear the beauty of Lothlorien must soon wane. This is far enough. All right, I think this is far enough. You may remove the blindfold now, and I will bring you to the Lady Galadriel. This land is a pretty one, as these elves... I don't know, I'm trying to remember what her voice is. As these elves seem fond of saying, but this is what the daughter of Surluk has to say. The hills of Nan Laglin at sunset are more beautiful by far. I submitted to the binding of my eyes for your sake, Hilbern, to learn the secret behind your dream, but do not expect it again. I will leave this land with my sight unhindered, while these elves will learn a sharp lesson at the point of Wadu's blade. Where is this elf queen? Nona, I wouldn't try that, by the way. Hello, lady. I did not expect you in LotRO, Hilbern. What need has driven you hither, when so many need your help elsewhere? You relate to Galadriel the troubling images you beheld while dreaming in Grimbald's camp, but your spirits fall when she betrays no sign of understanding. Your dreams are your own, Hilbern. I had nothing to do with these images you saw. I'll do full on booking it. Yeah. Mike Percival. Oh, yeah, he does run fast. The little 5K they have there every year at Oxenford. All right. This dream you describe is very troubling, Hilbern. Much of it seems born of worry for your friends, which is not unusual. But you saw more than that. Even you? How can that be? Yes, Nona. There are forces in this world greater than any of us, even Galadriel. Their purpose is hidden to me, and I can see only glimpses. And yet, even in the darkest of hours, hope can never truly be gone. Hello, Hilbern. So, just so we all know, time-wise, remember, we just finished the Battle of the Fords of Isen. So this would be in the time period after. So this is when the Fellowship has departed, of course, because they departed a while ago. They're in Parthgalen. Actually, now it's the day after that. So the Fellowship is broken. So this is after Gandalf has been returned to Lothlorien by Gwaihir after his experience with the Balrog. All right. We have both been through a great deal since last we met, Hilbern, and neither of us is the same person we then were. I do not have the time to tell you what befell me since we parted, but know this, the quest remains. Your dream tells Galadriel more than she lets on, and it tells me more yet. Our friends face a grave danger along the Anduin. I hope it is not too late for them to avoid it. Gandalf's eyes seem to pierce you, and you shiver uncomfortably. There is something unfamiliar in the wizard's bearing. He reminds you of Saruman. Your dream may hold only a shred of truth, but even that could prove vital. This is my guess, Hilbern. I think you are needed along the banks of the great river. Only there can you learn the purpose behind your dream. I'm needed elsewhere. You will have to serve. I'm sorry, Hilbern. It is good to see you. There is just so much that needs to be done. The Eagles have proven able companions to me in these dark days. Gwaihir has agreed to bear me where next I need go, and his brother Landroval has been keeping his sharp eyes on the Anduin. Would that I could be everywhere. I fought against fire and shadow in the depths of Moria and on the peak, and when returned to this world, I faced another foe from afar. These deeds have left me tired, and I will not speak of them now. We will speak again, Hilbern, if our deeds prove fruitful. If they do not, well... Gandalf trails away. Suddenly, with a blaze in his eye and a tone of mirthful anger, he continues. Perhaps they would have proven enough had we not stood around talking about them for so long, my sentimental river hobbit. We have our own tasks now. Let us get to them. I will send for Alfro here to bring you down the river to Thingolad, Hilbern. Gandalf believes a great evil harries our absent friends. Perhaps your presence on the banks of the Anduin can prevent it from discovering or endangering them. I thought I had the timeline down, but I may not. Maybe I'm thinking... I'll have to double check, but yeah, clearly I don't. Or at least I don't have it memorized, but it's very close to that time period, which makes sense. That's probably what we're going to see next. I do not know what to think of this Galadriel, Hilbern. Her words are fair, but beneath the surface she wields strength to match even the fiercest warrior of my people. I am surprised. Let us do as she says. Perhaps the answer to the riddle of your dream will be revealed along the great river.
I have taken you as far
as I can. The rest of your road leads alongside the great river.
There is a camp of elves not far from here.
It is an outpost from which my people watch for threats from the south. It is called Halderith, and if you wish to know what has been happening along the river, that is a good place to start. Present yourself to Fimloth at Halderith and ask for her tidings. Oh, now we know where I'm at. Okay. I remember seeing this area on the map, but I'd already Valard passed it to like, I think, maybe 100. And so none of this was on level. But this is all north of Rohan, right? Yeah, the Great River. So we get a little bit of the Brownlands on the other side of the Anduin. Looks like we get some marshy area. Parth Celebrant. That would be, of course, where the battle was fought between Gondor and the Balchoth when they were rescued by Eorl. All right. I'm seeing some places that look Rohirric in name, like Eorl's Mead and Stangard, but then Parth Celebrant. So this could be interesting. All right. Thingglad is where we got to go. First, we're going to talk to this person here. Level 70. I'm not even going to bother with that quest. I'm also going to go ahead and remove these from the tracker for now. We'll come back to them if that's warranted. Really low-level enemies here. That's interesting that the epic has taken us from an area where it was, quests were like dark blue quests, so they were not quite on level, but only a little below, like level 75. And now I'm dealing with enemies that are significantly lower. Well, not really enemies, just deer. Doe, a deer, a female deer. All right, there's Thingglad over there somewhere, right? Yeah, level 70 enemies. Hold on. Again, I'm using the term lightly. All right. Badger! Badger, badger, badger. Get the stable master here.
What can I do for you? Orcs have been sighted along the river.
This is a dangerous time to pass through Thingglad, stranger. Orcs have been sighted along the river. Fimloth listens attentively as you tell her that friends of yours passed this way, and you seek to know if they did so safely. Scouts have not reported any bands of travelers recently, but if your friends traveled in secret, they may have gone unnoticed. I have fewer scouts in Thingglad than I once did. If you travel south alongside the river, perhaps you will find some sign of your friend's passage. Probably won't be going too much further here. I want to wrap it up with enough time to chat. Oh, there is no Scarn. She stole my Scarn. Lots of orcs. Lots of low-level orcs. Oh, he saw me. You see trampled grass underfoot. Did the fellowship come this way? Has the earth been disturbed here? Does it signify the fellowship's passage? Oh, a slain scout. That's bad. You gingerly remove an orc arrow from the body of the scout. Let's head back.
This is not the first drink we've lost,
but that makes it no easier. I will tell her family that she has fallen in service to the Golden Wood. The orcs that killed her are surely still somewhere in Thinglad. If you wish to help us while you seek sign of your friends, slay any orcs you find in this land. Okay. I mean, really, I could probably go do that real fast. Yeah, we'll do that real quick. It's going to be Passage of Foes. And once we find them, Orc Warrior. They were all over the place when I found them, but now they're not. Now that I have to kill them, they won't be as easy to find, right? That's a buck. What about over here? That's a bear. More bears. Let's hunt some orc. Do you still count as being in Thinglad, sir? Yes, we do. I don't really care about the Wolverine. I think I see an orc over there. Oh, that's a Scarn deposit. It looked like an orc from way off in the distance. Aha, but there are orcs nearby. Or an orc, at least. Come on. Another Wolverine. Wolverines! Lots of bears, not a lot of orcs. Wolves now. There's an orc up there. And now I'm in an area with a bunch of red dots, so it should be easy to find a bunch. Oh. Hey, you know what? You're bothering me. I was trying to kill your orc friends. I'm going to kill you too then, apparently, just because you're in my way. Long way away. Oh, there look like there's going to be some orcs over there. That looks like an orc camp. But it is not. That's not going to count. Oh, it does count. Okay. Now we'll go back to talk to Fimloth, and that's where we'll wrap it up for the evening.
I thank you for the help.
The orcs must pay for the heartache they have caused us, though the debt be larger than the worth of their own lives. I sought to engage this woman you travel with in conversation, but she is slow to trust and slower to friend. I will not ask you to divulge any of your shared mysteries to me, but it is a curious thing. She bears a sword of the Rohirrim horse lords. Her folk have long been in enmity with their people, have they not? If she slew the sword's owner, you may find your path through this land made more difficult. The men of Rohan are not quick to forgive. She wished to speak with you when you returned, and she's standing right here.
I am worried.
She's right behind me,
People
isn't
have
she?
never gotten along with the horse lords.
My people have never gotten along with the horse lords, and it seems they have a large outpost just to the south. We'll need to go that way if we are to learn the reason behind your dream.
I will travel with you to this village.
It is called Stangard in Eorlsmead. I will travel with you if I must, but heed my warning. They will bear no love for me, nor I for them. I will stay my hand and my tongue for your sake, but I will suffer no insult from the Forgoyle. Let us learn what we may from their outposts, and then leave quickly. All right. There's a milestone here. Let's go ahead and replace Fourth Brond. No, Galtrev, because Galtrev's easy to get to from any stable. So, all right. I think that's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and call it. And switch screen. Well, okay. I think I know what the problem is. It's that it thinks this is the main camera. So give me a second. That's the problem. So the way it works, the way Restream works is, and you should be able to hear me now, is that the audio can only come from the main camera. When the stream went down before and I brought it back up, it saw the game stream as the main camera. For some reason, I don't know why it then still worked, but then when I got rid of that screen, that's what it is. When you get rid of the main camera, then there's no more audio. So we should be back. I apologize for that. A little bit of a problem, and all of that stemming from the challenge that we had on the technical end of things. I wonder if that's also fixed my chat. Ha! It has. But of course, it's also here in the overlay. Except it hasn't. Because it froze again on my part of the feed. Bizarre problems, but anyway. Well, that was fun. Anybody have any questions before we sort of wrap up for the evening? I've got a little bit of work to do on an episode of Galadriel and Celeborn, or an episode of the PPP on the history of Galadriel and Celeborn, covering the story of Amroth and Nimrodel, which is why when that elf asked if I heard the voice of Nimrodel, I said, I sure do. She's debating with Amroth. And then she goes and takes too long in the hills and gets him drowned. You've been asked to share what I use for streaming LotRO for these. So I have a Sony ZV-E10, I think is the name of that camera. And that is my main camera. I use the Electro Voice RE20 as a mic. The camera goes in to my computer via something called a Camlink 4K. So it basically turns a USB into an HDMI. And then, so that takes care of what's on the Mac, right? And that's how I'm able to get sound and picture out to you. And I run Restream on the Mac. I do that because all of those devices are connected to my Mac because that's what I use to record the TTT, and the PPP, I just use the mic. But that's all connected to the Mac. The PC is where I play the games. And the way that works is that sends an HDMI signal out to my Rode X streamer, or Rode Streamer X, I think is actually what it's called. That can handle a couple of different HDMI inputs and an HDMI throughput. So that enables me to then, run that feed into as though it's a second camera. What programs? The only program I use is Restream, right? That's the only program that I use, and it's just a web service like StreamYard or some of the others that are out there. The story of Galadriel and Teleporno. What's something I'd want to cover with James and the Legendary more outside of it? Well, I'm really looking forward to covering the Fall of Gondolin with him, whenever that comes around. Anything about languages? I think the Shibboleth of Feanor might be something interesting to talk with James about when we get to it. If I do some sort of highlights of the history of Middle Earth, I'm not going to take each volume of the history of Middle Earth and do a series, because then I'd be, working for 20 more years. But I might do some sort of greatest hits of the history of Middle Earth and do a season. And that way we can get into things like the Shibboleth and of Dwarves and Men. And I'd say the Athrobeth, but I think I want to add that to Baron and Luthien. So, because it's so connected, the idea of mortality. It's bad if I would like to eventually not be working 55, 60 hours a week. Tolkien went back and forth on where Galadriel, well, not where Galadriel was from, but why she was in Middle Earth. I don't know about stuff I'm not adding because I don't know what I'm not adding. Honestly. If I could bring some of the first age to the third age, like Glorfindel. Oh, Finrod. Absolutely Finrod. It's a good question, Katie. I just don't know. I don't know what I don't know, what would I want to cover with Brett? Well, we've had him on for some of the really cool battle moments, like talking about the Siege of Gondor, talking about, the Battle of Celebrant, the Field of Celebrant, talking about the battles of the Fords of Isen. I think it would be really interesting to talk about possibly Numenorian expansion in Middle Earth. So some of the stuff in Eldarin and Erendis and Tal Elmar, and the idea of, what a maritime empire in its early stages would look like, and that kind of thing. I think the problem with the battles of the First Age, Katie, is that there's not a lot of, except for the Nirnaeth, where we get a lot of detail about positioning and sort of strategy, if you will. We don't get a lot of that in the other battles. That would be a lot of fun, though. Battles of adaptations. Yeah, I would like to compare the battles between. He would do a brilliant job discussing the stuff that he's already written on his blog, like doing, the Battle of Helm's Deep in the books versus the Battle of Helm's Deep in the films, which would actually be good. Really, really good. Good stuff. My chat has frozen again, so I don't know if that's. Oh no, there it goes. Okay. Epic battles in LotRO. That'd be interesting. Oh, wait for Sage. Oh, the best airbrushed van. Finarfin would have had the coolest one, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Finarfin. What could I do? Oh, play epic battles in LotRO with him? Well, we'll see. I don't know if he plays LotRO. I know he's a gamer, but he tends to prefer the the hard stuff. I know that he's his claim to fame is that he beat Dark Souls. Mythros. Yeah. Right on, Katie. Well, hopefully he's on our server and we can get a chance to chat with him and do some gaming someday. That'd be fun. Well, I think I am going to go ahead and call it a night. I will be back. I'm so sorry. And of course, for those of you who still have Alan Yawns on your bingo card, there you go. I will be back this Saturday. At least I should be. I know I've missed 2 Saturdays in a row. I don't want to miss a third. We do have some crazy extra football stuff for my son, so we'll have to see how that works and what my responsibilities will be on that. But yeah, I'll see y'all on Saturday, hopefully. Thing on the movies just said the reruns just my that's Celeborn's name. No, I think they did. Celeborn. Kinship. Of course, that might be the extended edition only. I don't know if that was the extended edition in the theaters, right? Uh-oh. Hassel, if you're recognizing a change in my voice, that sometimes happens when I'm getting sick. I sure hope that's not what's happening. I mean, sometimes apparently my voice does start to get a little raspier as I start getting sick, and then usually within a day I'm toast. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's just me turning on the, lights out jazz, 98.1 KIFM San Diego. Okay, thank you, Katie. Appreciate that. All right. Well, everybody have a wonderful evening. What's left of it. Thank you so much for joining me. It is always so much fun to have you with me. And I do plan on seeing you all on Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific. That's 4 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see you then. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.